Today, these two teams, Wheelersburg from Wheelersburg, Ohio, and Russell from Russell, Kentucky, play in the first semifinal game on this season's High Q, presented by King's Daughters Medical Center.
From the studio at Cool Hits 105.7 in conjunction with MyTown TV, here is the host of High Q, Ernie Anderson.
Flummoxed. No, I am flummoxed because MJ McKay, you changed your voice. MJ always announced, he's right over here to my left, you can't see him. One day maybe he will. And who in the world was the other guy?
Ernie, we've got a special guest in the studio.
Really?
Yeah, it's game show guru Adam Neediff.
Adam, come over here, for goodness sakes. Let's hear it for Adam.
All right. What a wonderful, spontaneous moment.
None of this was planned, by the way. So.
I came all the way out here from Hollywood because I found out that you've been plugging my books all season on this show.
Yes.
And I came here to personally drop off a cease and desist letter. No, I just wanted to say thank you very much for remembering me and making sure that the folks out there know that I have stuff to sell. And
that's right. A chance to sell and turn around and let them see your Jeopardy jacket.
Oh, yes.
Look at that. How cool is that?
Now you might be thinking, oh, he's from Hollywood. He's wearing a Jeopardy jacket. He must work there. No. This was a gift. But yeah, Ernie came a long way to helping me out when I was in college at Marshall University, and after announcing for this show for one season, I went out to Hollywood to make him proud, and I'm working on game shows full-time out in Hollywood now,
and he has.
Really having a lot of fun with it, and I've got books out, and at the time that you're seeing this, which is, of course, we're doing this live, and I come back here every May to visit because it's springtime, and springtime is beautiful here in Ashland. Sun is shining outside today, beautiful breeze, it's great. But I came back here because right now I've got a new book out about Monty Hall, TV's big dealer, and
let's make a deal.
That's right, yes. Let's make a deal, and creator of a quiz show, not unlike what we're doing today, called Split Second. And so, yeah, if you get a chance, head over to Amazon or Barnes & Noble or over here and find to buy books and check that out.
Groovy. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Neediff.
Thank you. Have fun.
I will. What a thrill to have Adam here. I gave him his start. I hope he remembers that when he's hosting his own national game show. All right, teams, are you ready to play? This is our first semifinal. Congratulations for making it this far, and good luck to you. And Wheelersburg, we'll start with you with a scientist's question. Austrian physicist whose name is given to the difference between the observed frequency and the emitted frequency of a wave for an observer moving relative to the source of the waves. And Alex, as team captain, will give us the answer.
Hertz.
Not Hertz. Russell. Jacob, you can steal those 10 points.
Doppler.
Doppler is right. Christian Doppler is right. Now, I have your scientist question. New York native of Russian Jewish immigrants who developed the first safe and effective vaccine for polio, who spent his last year searching for a vaccine against AIDS.
Salk.
Jonas Salk is right. So, now I'll stay with you. We have an audio question for you. It's on classical music, if you will, children. We're trying to, class up the joint a little bit today. Here's a great songwriter from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Listen and name either the composer or the song. Those?
Home on the Range.
Not Home on the Range, so Wheelersburg, your chance to steal if possible. Give me either the composer or the song.
John Denver?
No, it was Stephen Foster and Swanee River, way down upon the Swanee River. All right, but I have an audio question for you now. Listen to this orchestral suite by a 20th century American composer. Name either the composer or the work. Alex.
Copley?
No. Russell?
Bernstein.
No, you were close. It's Copeland. And Appalachian Spring was the piece, so no points on that, but I will stay with you for a question on Spain. By population, name Spain's 2 largest cities.
Madrid and Barcelona.
Those are the 2. Good. You have 10 points on your side. Now, Spain question for you, Jacob and Russell. Ricky Gervais and Pamela Anderson were among the celebrity supporters of a ban on bullfighting here. The last took place September 2011 in what autonomous community of Spain?
Pamplona.
Not Pamplona.
Toledo.
It's Catalonia. Back to you now, Russell, for an Atlas Anagrams question. You may want to write down the words I give you, both teams, because if it comes over to you, you'll guess. Rearrange the letters in I need moss and give me a central U.S. capital city. All right, Jacob. Any guess on that U.S. capital city in the central part of the country?
Denver.
Not Denver. Yeah. Wheelersburg. Alex?
Des Moines.
Des Moines is right, so you've tied the score at 20. Now your Atlas Anagrams question. Rearrange the letters in Laura is at and give me an island country. Laura is at. Rearrange those, looking for an island country. Alex? Any guess? All right, time. Jacob?
Australia.
It is Australia, mate. So you picked that up, and that puts you in the lead by 10. At the end of our first round, we'll be back to start the bonus round when High Q returns.
We take pride in our schools. And at King's Daughters, we take pride in being part of the team. With student-athlete care from the sidelines to our comprehensive orthopedics program. With walk-in hours in Ashland and Portsmouth that make seeing a provider easier than ever. Our team is delivering faster diagnosis and treatment, getting our student-athletes back in the game and back to what they do best. Orthopedics at King's Daughters.
Hot summer days call for a refreshing stop at Clark's Pub and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At Dutch Miller Auto, the time is now to get into the vehicle you want. Dutch Miller currently has the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles with an amazing inventory starting below $300 a month. Have a trade-in? There's never been a better time to get more than right now, as Dutch Miller is giving up to 30% above fair market value for any trade-in. Don't see the vehicle on our lot you want? Then ask about the Dutch Miller Advantage, which means you can order the vehicle you want, the way you want it, faster. Only at DutchMillerAuto.com.
And welcome back to High Q. We finished our warm-up round with a 10-point lead for our friends from Russell. Jacob and his team, Alex and Wheelersburg, have 20, and we're getting ready to do the bonus round, where we'll start with the team from Russell, and we're going to give them a 15-point clue leading to an answer. Now, as you've watched throughout the course of the season, you'll understand they can pass to the 10-point clue and or pass to the 5-point clue to get more information before they answer, and whichever one they get right, they go to the bonus round itself. Newspaper editing is your category, and you'll fill in a blank. For 15 points, here's your clue. A blank is a short name given to an article that is in production.
Pass.
All right, the story is labeled with its blank as it makes its way from the reporter through the editorial process.
Pass.
Here's your 5-pointer. What is this 4-letter word with another definition being closely related to the land snails, but are long and worm-like and have only a rudimentary shell, often buried in the mantle or entirely absent?
Slug.
Slug is the newspaper term, and so you pick up another 5 there. And you'll go to the bonus round. It's on rocks. People have accused me of having those in my head. But you know, here's your 5-pointer. Which of these is not a sedimentary rock? Sandstone, shale, marble, or coal?
Marble.
Marble is right for 5. Now for 10 more. Which type of rock would not make a good aquifer? Silica, sandstone, marble, gravel, or limestone?
Gravel.
Not gravel, so you can take the 10 points if you know.
Marble.
Marble strikes its ugly head again. Yes, so you pick that up for 10. And now, Wheelersburg, I have your 15-point clue now. Big business. What company's mission statement is this? To entertain, inform, and inspire people around the globe through the power of unparalleled storytelling, reflecting the iconic brands, creative minds, and innovative technologies that make ours the world's premier entertainment company.
We like the 10.
All right. This giant owns ABC, 80% stake in ESPN, Touchstone Pictures, Marvel, Lucasfilms, 50% equity in A&E with the Hearst Corporation, the History Channel, 50% equity holding with Hearst Corporation, Lifetime, 50% equity holding with Hearst Corporation, and Pixar, among others.
What is Disney?
What is Disney is right. Now you select another category and an amount. No, that's a different game. All right, so you pick up those 10. You've tied the score at 40. I have a sports bonus round for you now for 5 points. This Cincinnati native is a former professional baseball player and manager known by his nickname Charlie Hustle, who in the 1989 year was banned from the game for life by placing bets on ball games.
Pete Rose.
Pete Rose is right. Should be in the Hall of Fame. Don't care what the guy did. All right, here's your 10-point on it. April 13th, 1984, the 21st anniversary of his first career hit, Rose doubled off the Phillies' Jerry Koosman for his 4,000th career hit, becoming the second player in the 4,000 hit club, joining what other legend?
Ty Cobb.
Ty Cobb is right. Another 10. Good on that. Now for 15. In between his playing for the Reds, he played for 2 other teams. One from 1979 to 1983, the other in 1984 before returning to the Reds from 1984 to 1986, and the Reds manager from 1984 to 1989. Name those 2 other teams, one of which was the first Major League Baseball franchise located outside the United States.
The Montreal Expos and the Phillies.
Yes, you know your Pete Rose. That's good. Brings you up to 70 now, 40 for Russell. And I have a question now on U.S. state, and it's back to you, Russell. This state is the only one of the 50 U.S. states with a 2-sided flag. The state's name is on one side. The other side of the flag is a navy blue field with a gold beaver in the center of the flag.
Pass.
All right. The Columbia and Snake Rivers delineate much of the northern and eastern boundaries with 2 of its 4 neighbors.
I want to say Oregon. Should I skip?
Want to guess or pass?
Should I skip? No, say Oregon.
Oregon is right on the 10-point clue. Nice job. The last clue, Mount Hood, is the state's highest point. All right, notable slogans or phrases, your bonus round now. For 5 points, Jacob. Which U.S. president said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country," on January 20th, 1961?
John F. Kennedy.
Sure. Now for 10 more. In Martin Luther King Jr.'s memorable "I Have a Dream" speech, fill in this blank with a hyphenated phrase. "We hold these truths to be blank, that all men are created equal."
Self-evident.
Self-evident is right. Another 10 brings you to 65. You can retake the lead with this. What was President Ronald Reagan's famous 6-word statement made at the Brandenburg Gate at the Berlin Wall to the Soviet leader at the time, June 12th, 1987?
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
That's good. Another 15. Brings you to 80, 70 now for Wheelersburg. And another bonus round coming up in a moment. But first, let's go to another 15-point clue, and it's yours, Wheelersburg. In what year? March of this year saw the college admission cheating scandal involving Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin. April of this year saw the Notre Dame Cathedral fire tragedy.
We'd like to go to the 10.
All right, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan, welcomed baby Archie.
(2019)
Is right on the 10-point clue. Nice job there. Notable slogans and phrases we did, so let's move to music terms and people spelling. All right. He was known as the March King and composed Stars and Stripes Forever. Spell his last name. See if they can break the tie with this 5-pointer. Alex?
Sousa.
That's right. Good for 5. Now, for 10 more. Spell the name of the smallest and highest pitched woodwind instrument, Italian for small. The sound it produces is an octave higher than written.
Piccolo.
That's the correct spelling. Now for 15. Spell the last name of the 19th century Russian composer. His compositions include 11 operas, 3 ballets, orchestral music, chamber music, and over 100 songs. Name them all. No. His famous ballets, Swan Lake, The Nutcracker, and Sleeping Beauty, have some of the best known tunes in all of romantic music. He's widely regarded as the greatest composer of ballets. Spell his last name.
Tchaikovsky.
Y-E-S. Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky. Get you another 15. All right, now then, let's see what we have for our team from Russell. We're going back to spelling, Russell. I'll give you the definition and some other clues. You spell the word for 15. This is your 15-point clue. The formation of a word from a sound associated with what is named. For instance, cuckoo, sizzle. That's your 15-point clue. They have again the choice to move to the 10 if they're not sure on the spelling.
Should we pass just in case? O-N-A-M-A-T-O-P-O-E-I-A.
No, that's incorrect. Wheelersburg, can you spell that word that we're looking for?
O-N-O-M-A-T-O-P-O-E-I-A.
Y-E-S. Good for another 5. You had the A in there instead of oh no, you had oh no. All right, so that brings you another 5. Now then, you're going to the bonus round. Toponyms. Now these are names derived from a place or region. Here's your 5-pointer. A Spanish word that originally simply meant armed. It is now used in Spanish-speaking nations as the name of their national navies. The Great One of 1588 was a 120-ship fleet sent by Philip II of Spain in an attempt to invade Elizabethan England. It was defeated.
Armada.
Armada is right. For 10, this is a dessert consisting of cake topped with ice cream covered with meringue, yum, which then is now quickly browned in an oven. The name was supposedly coined at Antoine's, a restaurant in New Orleans, Louisiana, U.S., by its chef in 1867 to honor the acquisition of the U.S. of this state from the Russian Empire on March 10th that year. Name that 2-word dessert.
Baked Alaska.
Baked Alaska is right. Now then, you're 15. It started out as a seasonal settlement and became a permanent settlement early in the 12th century. After a shift in trading routes around 1325, it flourished from the trade in salt, gold, ivory, and slaves. It became part of the Mali Empire early in the 14th century.
Timbuktu.
Timbuktu is right. Another 15 brings you up to 145. Russell has 80 at the moment, but I have another question for you. It's back to you, Wheelersburg, for weather. Here's your 15-point clue. Henry Piddington published 40 papers dealing with tropical storms from Calcutta between 1836 and 1855 in the Journal of the Asiatic Society. He coined this term meaning the coil of a snake.
We like the 10.
All right, in meteorology, this is a large-scale air mass that rotates around a strong center of low atmospheric pressure, counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern hemisphere, characterized by inward spiraling winds that rotate about a zone of low pressure.
Hurricane.
Not hurricane. You can take the 10 points away. Jacob and Russell, if you know that term.
Tornado.
No, it's cyclone.
Cyclone. Okay.
So we don't get any more on that. And that will end our bonus round. We'll be back to start the 60-second round with 4 categories from which to choose when HiQ returns.
We take pride in our schools. And at King's Daughters, we take pride in being part of the team. With student-athlete care from the sidelines to our comprehensive orthopedics program. With walk-in hours in Ashland and Portsmouth that make seeing a provider easier than ever. Our team is delivering faster diagnosis and treatment, getting our student-athletes back in the game and back to what they do best. Orthopedics at King's Daughters.
Stultz Pharmacy now has a new location in South Shore. Stultz Pharmacy is now located at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore and will retain the name you've known and loved for years, McDonald Pharmacy, offering the same great service you'll find in the Greenup and Wheelersburg locations, including free delivery service and drive-through service. And you can also get vaccinations and allergy shots at all 3 locations. Now you can get great prescription service and more at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup, Wheelersburg, and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive in South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Credit unions are small and can't compete with us big banks. Who are you calling?
I'm just trying to get through your bank's automated system to talk to a real person.
Well, 2 can play at this game. Oh, I think I have the wrong number.
At Members Choice, we are small enough that a real person will answer your call.
Well, we are a very large and very busy organization.
But large enough that you will be able to access your money through our technology and our global network of ATMs.
And welcome back here to our HiQ show, sponsored by King's Daughters Medical Center. Thank them very much for footing the bill for the show, so to speak. We've got a great game in progress here, the first of our 2 semifinal games, Wheelersburg and Russell. Wheelersburg holds a 145-80 lead at the moment. We're going into our 60-second round category, where I'll give them a choice of 4. They'll pick the one they like best. We'll start the clock at 60 seconds. I'll get to as many of the 10 questions as possible, 10 points each. If you get them all, we give you a 20-point bonus. So your categories are 21st century, 2-letter words, little, and big. So Russell, you get first pick.
2-letter words.
They go for 2-letter words. All right. And start the clock. Oriental board game or to leave.
Go.
Person playing tag or an indefinite pronoun.
It.
6th tone of the diatonic musical scale.
La.
Clumsy person or a hoofed animal.
Ox.
Rough, cindery lava. First person singular form of to be.
Is.
No. It loops Chicago.
Pass.
Subconscious portion of the psyche.
Id.
In the Bible, Abram's native land in southern Mesopotamia.
Pass.
First 2-letter Greek alphabet letter.
Mu.
Mu is right. You did well. You picked up 7 on that. Well within the time, giving you 150 at the moment. 145 for you, Wheelersburg. So on those ones they missed or passed on, 2-letter words. First person singular form of to be.
Do.
No, it's am. It loops Chicago. Answer?
Am.
It's L, the L. And in the Bible, Abraham's native land in southern Mesopotamia.
Ah.
No, it's So you picked up 70 net on that, Russell. Nice job. 150, 145 for Wheelersburg. Now, which of the remaining categories interest you?
We like big.
Big, all right. Here we go. Start the clock. All your answers will contain the word big. Oft stubbed digit.
Pass.
London tourist attraction.
Big Ben.
Influential person.
Big deal.
No, 1940s entertainment groups.
Big bands.
Right. Largest mentoring organization in the U.S. with advice to youths.
Pass.
Big J.P. Richardson, whose 1958 song Chantilly Lace hit the top 10.
Big swing.
No, American Wild Sheep.
Bighorn.
Birdwell Island's family pet.
Big bird.
No, Wayne Brady offers this as the finale of Let's Make a Deal.
Big bang.
No, 7-word phrase is all we get to on that. On the 10th one, you picked up 4 of those. That brings you to 185. Jacob and Russell have 150, but you can pick up some points here. Jacob and team on the word big, containing somewhere in the word oft stubbed digit.
Big toe.
Big toe, yes. Influential person.
Big name. What? Big name. Big name.
Big name.
No, big wheel, big kahuna, big shot, Mr. Big, any of those we would have taken. J.P. Richardson, whose 1958 song Chantilly Lace hit the top 10.
There's also number 5.
Okay, we'll come back.
Okay. You know it. Big shot.
No, it was Big Bopper. All right, largest mentoring organization in the U.S. with advice to youths.
Big brother, big sister.
So you picked up that one. And then Birdwell Island's family pet.
Big beak.
It's Clifford the Big Red Dog. Wayne Brady offers this as the finale of Let's Make a Deal.
Big deal.
Yeah, I'll take that. Big deal of the day. How about 7-word phrase? That's all I got to.
Do you want to be a big shot?
Made popular by Teddy Roosevelt in 1903, speak softly and carry a big stick. So, I gave you credit for 4, but it was really for 3. So we'll do that, and you picked up 3 of those. So 180 for Jacob and Russell, 175 now for Wheelersburg at the end of our 60-second round. We'll validate that score and make sure that's right before we move in to the Stump the Experts round when High Q returns.
We take pride in our schools. And at King's Daughters, we take pride in being part of the team. With student-athlete care from the sidelines to our comprehensive orthopedics program. With walk-in hours in Ashland and Portsmouth that make seeing a provider easier than ever. Our team is delivering faster diagnosis and treatment, getting our student-athletes back in the game and back to what they do best. Orthopedics at King's Daughters.
At Dutch Miller Auto, the time is now to get into the vehicle you want. Dutch Miller currently has the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles with an amazing inventory starting below $300 a month. Have a trade-in? There's never been a better time to get more than right now, as Dutch Miller is giving up to 30% above fair market value for any trade-in. Don't see the vehicle on our lot you want? Then ask about the Dutch Miller Advantage, which means you can order the vehicle you want, the way you want it, faster. Only at DutchMillerAuto.com.
Hot summer days call for a refreshing stop at Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
And welcome back to High Q. Boy, after a good 60-second round category, we find Russell overtaking the lead by 5, 180 to 175 for Wheelersburg. All right, teams, the final round coming up called Stump the Experts. 20 points apiece for the questions. Wheelersburg, we'll start with you. BWV 1080 signified the art of the fugue. By which of the 3 B's of classical music he composed the Easter Oratorio?
Brahms.
Not Brahms. Russell?
Bach.
It is Bach. So you pick up another 20. And your arts question. What U.S. novelist was named after the composer of the Star-Spangled Banner? His final novel during his lifetime was Tender is the Night in 1934.
F. Scott Fitzgerald.
That's right. Good for another 20. With you, I'll stay for a history question. What war led to the tolerance of Protestant and Catholic missionaries in China?
Opium Wars.
Opium War is right. 20 more for you. Now your history question, Wheelersburg. What explorer died of dysentery on board his ship, the Defiance, in 1596?
Marco Polo.
No? Take the 20 points away, Russell, if you know.
Magellan.
It was Francis Drake. Back to you for a zoology question, Wheelersburg. Pit organs in some snakes allow them, especially at night, to locate and strike at prey by sensing what?
Heartbeat.
No? Russell?
Heat.
Heat is right. Another 20. All right, your zoology question. Which zoologist's writings include My Friends, The Wild Chimpanzees, and In the Shadow of Man?
Jane Goodall.
Jane Goodall is right. Another 20 brings you to 280. All right, I'll stay with you for a visual question. It's flags of nations. Within the blue globe are some stars, 27 to be exact, 26 states and its federal district, and a white banner with the country slogan, Ordem y Progreso, which means order and progress. Name the country.
Brazil.
Brazil is right. Now, your visual question on flags of nations, Wheelersburg. The green is meant to symbolize the fertility of the land. The black is representative of the people of the nation, while the gold represents the nation's mineral wealth. The flag was adopted April 24th, 1994.
South Africa.
South Africa is right. All right, Wheelersburg, back to you for the Passover. For 5 points. Here's your question. The Passover story is first told in what Old Testament book?
Moses.
No? Russell?
Exodus.
It's the book of Exodus, is right. All right, your Passover question. A chair at the cedar table is left empty for what prophet? One of the only two people who never had to experience death.
Elijah.
Elijah is right. And that ends a well-played game by both teams. We'll see who moves into the final game when HiQ returns.
We take pride in our schools. And at King's Daughters, we take pride in being part of the team. With student-athlete care from the sidelines to our comprehensive orthopedics program. With walk-in hours in Ashland and Portsmouth that make seeing a provider easier than ever. Our team is delivering faster diagnosis and treatment, getting our student-athletes back in the game and back to what they do best. Orthopedics at King's Daughters.
Stultz Pharmacy now has a new location in South Shore. Stultz Pharmacy is now located at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore and will retain the name you've known and loved for years, McDonald Pharmacy, offering the same great service you'll find in the Greenup and Wheelersburg locations, including free delivery service and drive-through service. And you can also get vaccinations and allergy shots at all 3 locations. Now you can get great prescription service and more at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup, Wheelersburg, and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive in South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Credit unions are small and can't compete with us big banks. Who are you calling?
I'm just trying to get through your bank's automated system to talk to a real person.
Well, 2 can play at this game. Oh, I think I have the wrong number.
At Members Choice, we are small enough that a real person will answer your call.
Well, we are a very large and very busy organization.
But large enough that you will be able to access your money through our technology and our global network of ATMs.
And welcome back. Thanks to the Stump the Experts round, Russell defeats Wheelersburg in a great game in our first semifinal of HiQ this season, 340 to 195. Wheelersburg, thank you so much for coming and being part of our inaugural season of HiQ. We hope to see you next year. And we will see you next week with our other semifinal game, George Washington from Charleston and Rock Hill from Ohio on the King's Daughters Medical Center's HiQ. For all of our production crew, MJ McKay, Jeremy Sutherland, my buddy Adam Neediff, game show host wannabe like me, and book writer, thank you so much for watching. God bless you. We'll see you next week here on HiQ.